So I'm Gregg Elliot from Dogs and Doubles. I'm here with a AYA number 2, 28 gauge, beautiful little shotgun. Pull! Pull! So this is what this is called. This is a Holland pattern sidelock. And what that means is this gun is built on a design that Holland and Holland made famous in their Royal Actions, the Holland and Holland Royal Action that they still make today. The simplest definition of that is these are the locks right here, and they're on the side of the gun. And there's two locks, one on either side. And what the locks are is the lock mechanism is where the hammer is, and the spring and the sear. So when you pull the trigger, you lift the sear, which drops the hammer because of the force of the spring. So that whole mechanism is contained in this unit right here. And these little pins, this is all sort of how it's connected on the inside. And because, you know, it's on the side and it's separate, this is the action of the gun right here, this part. And you can see how the locks fit into the action. They're separate from it. That's what's distinct about side locks. It's probably like 1/10% of all the shotguns that are built are side lock shotguns still. Just because, again, they're really hard to build. The mechanics of these, they're very detailed. There's a lot of little pieces in here that require a lot of, it takes a lot of time to assemble them. It also takes a lot of time to stock a gun with a side lock because these locks have to fit into the wood. And the way they fit it in, they don't just cut out holes and pop these in. They have to leave as much wood as possible in the head of the stock in order to keep it strong, but they also have to take out enough so the locks fit. So it takes a lot of skill to get that balance, to fit the locks properly and not take out too much wood, because obviously the more wood you take out up here, the weaker this part of the stock's going to be. And this area up in here is exposed to a lot of stress. And if you take out too much wood, it'll break. So it's a very difficult thing to make, very time consuming and expensive. So there just aren't a lot of people doing it anymore. And so I think part of the reason, like if you're a famous maker, famous Spanish maker, or a famous British maker, you make side locks because you show off the skill of your workforce and just the type of quality you're able to produce. You can also see our side lock. I think it's nice about it with these plates. It shows off engraving really well. They're also just real pretty guns. They're not, box locks tend to be kind of thick up in here. Side locks, because the locks are on the side, the way they're situated, the gun's just sleeker looking. So the one thing that's great about the Spanish guns, and the reason they've been popular for so long, is there's a tremendous amount of quality built into every single one. For a gun that's bespoke and costs $6,000 to $7,000, they just can't be beat. And when I say bespoke, you can have this gun, you can order barrel lengths, stock lengths, engraving patterns, all those little details that you can get. So it's basically built just for you, and it's being given to you at a price point that the British guns are $100,000 plus. Those guns are a little bit nicer, but this gun is, it's 70% of what one of those guns is, and it's $6,000. And that's why people have always, there's always been, there's a lot of guys who prefer these guns and really love shooting them. And they're great game guns. That's what that's what they were built to do. They're built to hunt with, to shoot birds with. Not really, this one particularly isn't a target gun. And the engraving on it, it's nice engraving. It's full coverage. It looks decent. The color case hardening looks nice. Everything about it, the proportions are decent. So it's just it's a sexy little gun. And for $6,000 to $7,000, you're just not going to find that, not brand new, especially in a 28 gauge.